Hey guys, this is here. I'm going to be reviewing Arrow 121 titled The Undertaking. If you guys enjoyed the review, hit the like button down below if you're new, notifications on, so I'm brand to the Arrow review. So it opened up with the Hood going after Harold Backman. He took down two of his guards, got to him, didn't kill him or anything. He took a briefcase from him, and he gave it to Felicity. He had a laptop in it, and to return the money that Harold had stolen from people, returned to the rightful owners. I was okay with Dig leaving. Moira was on the phone with someone, and Thea overheard. It ended up being Malcolm, I'm pretty sure we found out later in the episode, but she said that it was relating to Walter going missing, which he's been gone for 6 months at this point. It goes to a flashback with Moira, Walter, Malcolm, Frank, and a few of the other people there. Moira's on, Malcolm and Moira, and several members of the Undertaking group are meeting at the Queen Mansion. Walter shows up. All of them have either lost someone or something to the Glades. Walter's in this conversation, but he showed up there to meet Robert. Malcolm brings up the Undertaking destroying the Glades, which would be 24 whole blocks. Malcolm's plan to use a machine to make it seem like a natural disaster, or an earthquake machine, which we know is how the Undertaking happens. If you don't know, well, sorry, but we all know that. The machine at the point in time would take 5 years to make, which is why it's all unfolding in present day time during this episode. Laurel's at Verdant and having coffee. It's in present day now. The coffee's terrible because it's coffee from a bar. You shouldn't expect coffee to be good at a bar. Laurel tells Oliver that Tommy left her, and Oliver tells Laurel to talk to Tommy, something they never did. Felicity comes upstairs interrupting Oliver and Laurel. There was a deposit made on December 12th of that year, and that's the day Walter went missing. So Harold and whoever the hell paid him is connected to Walter's disappearance, so they're digging deeper into it. Oliver doesn't know if Walter's alive. He hopes he is, but he's not going to hold out that much hope for it, because they're going to spend 6 months. I mean, you wouldn't really know at this point. Dominic Alonso, who was tied to Walter's disappearance and was paid to make Walter disappear, runs the biggest underground casino in Star City. When he's not kidnapping people, he is connected to Walter's disappearance. Felicity brings up bringing in Diggle and wants to go into the casino. I was a 1 or 2 because it's too risky, but Felicity pushes back and says that she can. Goes to another flashback with Walter and Robert. Everyone left the Queen Mansion but Malcolm at the point. So it's Malcolm and Robert talking. Malcolm's whole goal is to honor Rebecca. She died in the Glades. Rebecca called Malcolm several times for help, but he never answered. Goes back to present day. Felicity goes to see Dick behind Oliver's back. He's still pissed off at Oliver for not helping him take down Floyd Lawton. Dick won't come back till Oliver comes to see Dick himself. So then it goes to Laurel going to see Tommy at Malcolm's work while Tommy's working. Tommy tells Laurel that Oliver's still in love with her. Oliver and Felicity are right ahead into the casino, and Oliver will be waiting outside in case something goes wrong. He can get in there as the Hood and, take people out, which he did end up doing a little bit later on. The device is ready for the Undertaking, and it's in Starling. We've saw it in the episode. Malcolm brought up a connection that he and Moira have, which we know now is tying into Thea. Obviously, Thea is Malcolm and Moira's daughter, not Robert's. I'm assuming that's that connection that he's bringing up. We don't learn about it until like season 2 or something, I think, right? But yeah. So Robert killed someone in the Glades, which I think we actually find out in season 5 who it was, but Oliver never knew, Thea never knew, no one knew besides Robert and Moira, and probably Malcolm, frankly, but it was an accident. It was an argument, and I think he fell into a pit of concrete and he died. I think that's how the guy died, by Robert. Moira tries to convince Robert to stop Malcolm from doing the Undertaking. Goes on to present day. Felicity's playing at the casino, and was taken by Alonzo. This is when Oliver comes in and, takes them all out. Alonzo said Walter's dead. He said he heard a gunshot after dropping Walter off. Moira and Thea are looking at clothes online. Oliver filled Moira and Thea in on Walter and what he found out. Moira's pissed and walks out, and it goes to a flashback with Robert and Frank. Frank agrees with Robert that Malcolm's plan is, bad and they need to try to stop him. So Frank said he's going to go out to China. He had contacts out there wanting Robert to go with him, but he said he's not going to. Oliver and Laurel, this is a flashback before the Gambit went down. Laurel brings up Oliver and Laurel moving in together. He doesn't really like that. Goes over to present day. Moira confronts Malcolm and has a camera on Walter, and he is alive. So what Alonzo said is not true. He didn't see him die, but he heard a gunshot after he left him. So he assumed, by common sense here, that he would be dead. What that gunshot was, who knows? Could have been to throw him off or something, I don't know. But Oliver had a bug near Malcolm's office when Moira and Malcolm were talking. So he heard everything, and he knows that Moira's involved in the undertaking. He knows that Walter's alive. He knows all of it. Oliver tells Felicity Walter's alive, fills her in and everything. Walter's in Bloodhaven with top-of-the-line security at the place. He takes a plane to parachute to get on top of the building where less security is, breaks in. There's a really amazing fight scene in the hallway. Oliver ended up finding Walter. They brought Walter to the hospital in Star City. Moira went to go see him alongside Oliver and Thea. Walter calls Oliver's son, and Felicity went to go see Walter as well. And it goes flashbacks to the Queen Gambit with Robert and Oliver leaving to get on it. Oliver calls Sarah saying that she needs to go around a few blocks because Laurel's there. And Frank ended up setting up a bomb on the Gambit at Malcolm's word. So that's how the Gambit went down, because of a bomb on it. They were trying to kill Robert, get rid of him. They weren't trying to do anything to Oliver, but, I don't think Malcolm knew Oliver was out there. If he did, I think he would have tried everything as power to get Oliver off it, because of Tommy. I mean, we've seen how much he cares about Tommy on some level, some twisted level probably, but the point is that he does care about him. He is his son, and Oliver's his best friend. So I think if Malcolm knew Oliver was on that boat, he wouldn't have done it, probably. Or again, try to get Oliver off it somehow. Malcolm's at the hospital waiting for Walter. Oliver's pissed off but hides it from him. Oliver told Malcolm Walter couldn't ID any of the captures, and he said that sucks, but, he's obviously playing it off. Laura goes see Oliver about Walter and tells Oliver what Tommy said, that Oliver still loves Laurel. Laurel told Oliver to go tell him that that's not true, but Oliver told Laurel that he'd just be lying if he did. Oliver goes see Dig and fills him in on everything, apologized for what happened, said he was right, and fills him in on the undertaking, Moira and Malcolm, and the earthquake machine arrives in Starling City. So overall, this is a pretty good episode. It really is getting to the ending of... you can tell it's getting to the end of Season 1 because we're picking up to the main story again. Yeah, we should be done with Season 1, I'm hoping, by next week. Assuming I do a review this Thursday, which I probably will. Should be what's going on. Should be done by next week. But yeah, thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate it. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.